Hello, everybody. It is time for our cooking show, for our mega party. We're so excited to have you with us here tonight. And we are going to be featuring one of the products that we are known for, and it is our stack cooker. All right, so get excited because this is one of the most versatile and one of the most original things that Tupperware has ever come up with and had in our line, because of its ability to be able to stack your meals, but you can also use it separate in other ways as well. So we have Angela here with us tonight. She's going to be talking about a meatloaf, I think, in the stack cooker is what she's going to be making. And you are in for such a treat because she's such a great demonstrator. And once she's done, I'm sorry, I'm going to apologize right now. You're going to be like, I got to get that for my kitchen. How can I do it? Okay. But don't worry, we got you covered. We got some ways that you can get that. All right. So my name is Ellen and I'll be your MC for tonight. And I've been in Tupperware about 16 years and it has been awesome. It has been the flexibility, I have to say, especially, I love the flexibility. When I started all those years ago, I had two small children. And now I have three kids, one starting second year in college, one starting her senior year, and then the other one is starting fourth grade. And the flexibility, it was great when they were really little because I was able to do whatever I wanted when I wanted, and all that was great. Now it is a game changer. It's a lifesaver. I've been able to really be able to be as present as I possibly could for as many of those wonderful life sort of changing moments and senior years and graduations and moving off to college and all of those things, and also be able to provide for our family financially as well. So that is definitely one of the biggest perks in Tupperware. But I also have to give a shout out to the community, okay? Because we just came back from our national sales conference, and it's easy to kind of just get used to the community and just kind of take it for granted, right? But when we go and we're with everybody, we really feel that sense of community that we have here at Champion Enterprises. And I would say, there are lots of ways that you can make money that's flexible in today's world. But I have to say, not all of those ways have that community. And if you're ever looking for more community in your life, more connection, as well as flexibility in making money, seriously, Tupperware is the way to go. And especially here at Champion, you will definitely feel that sense of community and support that just really makes a difference. And that honestly is why so many people stay. They might start for one reason, but they stay because of that community. So we would love for you to be able to join our community. So as we're kind of going through things, just keep that in the back of your mind. And even if you came here tonight and you're like, I'm not looking for a job, okay, that's okay. Because you just never know. As we're kind of talking or as you're kind of meeting us, you might think, oh, who could really use something like this in their life? And you can pass the information on to that person. So you could be that angel in their life that leads them to this life-changing experience. So without further ado, I'm so excited. We are going to go over to Angela's kitchen, and she is going to be sharing with us a super simple recipe. All right, take it away, Angela.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm super excited to share this fun, easy, delicious recipe with you. We are very farm to table here, and I like using a lot of different things that are from scratch. We have a huge garden, and I'm always trying to find something different, something new to do with things out of the garden. I grew up on a farm, so we also have, cows and things like that we get directly from the butcher. One of my famous things I like to always say is fresh is always best. So the closer to earth you can get with things, the healthier it is for you and the more nutrients you're going to get out of those things. So on that note, I'm going to show you guys our amazing stack cooker. This has been around forever. I think I got my very first kit when I was probably 18 years old, and I had the old original one that was in the oatmeal color. I know you might, maybe your grandma or your mom might have that in their kitchen as well. So the cool thing is this is still a big hit with Tupperware every year. So you know that when you're buying products like this, it's going to last and you're going to still use them. And we're always coming out with new, cool, fun recipes. So like Ellen said, with that community, you're always able to stay connected and get different ideas and ways to use our products as well. So our stack cooker is really great because it has the ability to be able to stack. So we have our colander piece right here, which you'll see me use today with the meatloaf. So if you wanted to steam a little bit of vegetables, you can put a little water right down inside of the bottom here. And then you put your colander piece there and you put the top on and you pop that baby right in the microwave and it steams your vegetables. You can also use this. One of my favorite things is ground beef. So if you put your ground beef in here on taco night, you put it in the colander piece and these little holes down in here, all of that yucky yuck that comes out of your meat, when you cook it for the first time in here and you see what was actually in your meat that you're putting in your tacos before, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. So a funny, real quick story. I had to make about 5 or 6 pounds of ground meat. I was making sloppy joes one time. I had everyone coming over. It was fall and I was just going to make a big old bunch of sloppy joes. I didn't have time to stand over the stove in the kitchen and chop all the meat and, cook it. So I put pound and a half in at a time right inside of here, pop it in the microwave for a couple of minutes, pull it out, chop it around, a couple more minutes, chop it around, and it just was done. And then you take the meat out. That right here's your strainer. So you're straining all that yuck out of the juice, and I just popped it right in the pan. And when I was all done, you open up your big old can or make your own homemade sauce to put over top of the meat for your sloppy joes, and it's ready to go. And then this is great because it all goes right in the dishwasher. You don't have to wash the big pot off the stove and deal with all the grease and everything else. So that's amazing for that. The next cool thing that I love is we have a liquid tight, airtight seal. So leftovers are great to have inside of here because you have that liquid tight, airtight seal. And then you put that in the refrigerator, you pull it out, and then you can go ahead and reheat it in the microwave. So this is made out of the same stuff that fighter jet engines windshields are made out of. Did you know that? So this is literally not ever going to break, and it's not going to blister, not going to bubble. It was specifically designed for the microwave and for those high fatty foods that normally on your Tupperware bowls, you'd see that little speckly stuff, the microwave damage. These will not do that. Will not get any damage because it is made out of that. So we have our stacker. Now the lid or the top is very cool too, because you can use this. There's tons of fun recipes, even for just a little cookie crumble or your apple crisp you can put in the top, or seasoned pears, and then you can have your chicken on the bottom, you can have your potatoes in the middle, and you can have your dessert right here on top, and stack cook and have 3 things going all at one time. There's a ton of different dip recipes that you can put right inside of here and use in the microwave or heat up in the microwave as well. I'd like to use this size here. And then when you go to a party, you can put your seal right on top and then pull that off and reheat it up in the microwave and get your dip all nice and warm. And it's beautiful, looks like glass, that you can put on the table and serve it with your chips. So for our recipe today, oh, I forgot, I have to tell you about our cake. So it does come with a cone. This is really cool because, have you ever heard of beer can chicken? So this acts as the beer can, and you put your chicken right over top of this, right down in the bottom. You can cook a whole chicken in the microwave, and guess what? It's really tender and really super delicious. Okay. Also, you can do a bundt cake in the microwave. all of those different kinds of pops that you get, like the red Fanta. Do you guys remember the old red Cherokee pop? I know I'm old. And so those and cream soda, orange pop, all of those different things mix with just the cake batter out of the box. And you can mix it up and it makes the most delicious cake inside of here. There's tons of recipes for that too. So check with your Tupper person. All right. And then, so for the meatloaf, I'm going to use the big base and then the colander piece. So we're going to put that right on top. I'm going to set this stuff over here to the side. All right. So we have about 1.5 pounds of ground beef inside of here. And then the recipe calls for a box of stovetop stuffing mix. I know when I first saw this recipe, I was like, what? I love stuffing, and especially this one. It's not all fresh because it's out of a box, obviously, but it's so good. So you just add that right inside of there. And then it calls for a 1/2 cup of ketchup. So I am not measuring today because I'm just one of those people that sometimes I don't like to measure. So I'm going to eyeball it. And I love ketchup. I love ketchup in my meatloaf. So when I'm all done mixing all of this up, you can tell I love ketchup. I'm almost out of it. So when I'm all done mixing this and it's all done and molded in our stack cooker, I'm going to go ahead and coat the whole top of it with a ketchup too. I love when it gets real soft and sweet on top of that meatloaf. It's delicious. So we're going to go ahead and mix this all up and get it nice and formed. And it also calls for, and you guys are lucky. I actually, right before I did the show, I'm like, oh, I need an onion. I literally ran up to the garden and picked it out of the garden. I know, it's so fun. But this is actually what it looks like coming right out of the ground. Here's the bottom. I bought these as little plants when I planted the garden, and they were about this big around. And I planted these, and now look at how huge they grew. That's so awesome, right? So we're going to use a fresh onion out of the garden, and I'm going to chop it up. Actually, you know what? The top of this too, these are great to rinse off and keep the green part. I put it in a little Tupperware bowl, and we have baked potatoes, and those are great to just chop up in little pieces and sprinkle on top of your baked potatoes with sour cream. So I'm just going to cut about 1/2 chunk off of here. I'm going to cut the root off because we don't need dirt. And all right, I'm just going to cut this baby in half and set this aside. And all you have to do is literally just quarter up your onion. I have our beautiful little chopper here, our supersonic chopper. This is one of my favorites. I am just gonna cut these to where it just fits. And my family has no idea that they actually do like onions. Everybody says they don't like onions, but yep, they eat them all the time and they have no clue. And so the supersonic chopper, you just pull, let me set it down here before I drop it. You just give it a couple of pulls and check that out. Look at that. It chops it up super fine. So now if you put it back on here and give it a couple of more pulls, it makes what I call onion sauce. And it really, really chops it up good. And that's how you can camouflage your onions in foods. So we're going to just go ahead and put that right inside of here with this. I love onions, especially out of the garden. They're a little bit extra potent and delicious. And that flavor they give off is just unbelievable. So we're going to go ahead and smush this up here, and we're going to put it in our stack cooker. And I'm going to let you go ahead and go to Pam while I do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to form it in a circle right around the colander holes here. And then I am going to put this top on, and we are going to put it in the microwave for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. You just check it at 8. And if it's not quite enough, put it in for a couple of more. That way, this is going to cook it. And then we're going to have all of that yuck down in the bottom for you to see. And then we can go ahead and put it in the smaller one here, and we can put the seal right on top of it. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And whenever you want a meatloaf sandwich or something, when you pull it out and reheat it. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up and get it cooking, and we will go over to Pam, and then I will see you guys in a little bit.
All right, Pam.
Hi guys, I have specials for you. Anybody like specials? Well, I have to tell you, the stack cooker that you saw Angela just use, you can purchase it, or you can have a party and get the stack cooker in the beautiful red for free. And I absolutely love this gorgeous red. And I want to tell you something. This product looks this pretty forever. This is made out of Tuppertherm, and it does not scratch, it does not break. It looks this pretty, and it's so inviting with your food. It's so easy to make really yummy meals for your family. And so have that Tupperware party and get that classic red. It's so gorgeous. Now, I will share with you, we have lots of specials this month for you. And so congratulations on having a Tupperware party this month. And if you're not having a party yet, you might want to call your Tupperware lady and say, hey, I went in on these specials this month. And go ahead and get a shopping link for you and your friends. The glass is something that Tupperware just brings out of the vault every once in a while. So it's not here to stay, it's temporary. So grab it while you can, because our bamboo glass is so cool. Bamboo on the top, glass on the bottom, and silicone rings, so it really keeps things fresh for you. And right now, when you buy this set, you get another set for free. So normally this is $70, but today it's $35, and you get all of it. So your entire countertop is going to look gorgeous. I actually have a set of these in my bathroom, and I have cotton balls and makeup wipes in one and Q-tips in one. You'll love it in your bathroom. It looks really pretty. And then I have all of these on my countertop here in my kitchen. Another cool deal this time of year is our hamburger press. Now I will share with you, it comes with 4 of the presses that you can put in the refrigerator or freezer. These are good for plan ahead, or if you make hamburger one night and you have just a little bit left, go ahead and press it out and put them in the freezer. I purposely use this all the time with just one ring, and I make all my hamburger patties, and I flash freeze them on a cookie sheet, and then I stack them in a freezer container, and I can stack them that way and have lots in one container and pull it out when I'm ready for them. And they pop apart when you flash freeze them individually. This is a good idea though, if you are using them for a little bit of hamburger meat left over. I will tell you a secret. If you put a hole in the center of your hamburger, once you've made that hamburger, you can use a fork or a spoon or whatever, just make a little hole in the center. When it lays on the grill, you can char it on the outside, keep it soft and done on the inside, but it won't roll into a bowl. So that ball is hard when you want to put it on a bun, because it's got all that juice inside of there that can't escape. And that really does cook a lot faster. And I love hot heat hamburgers. And so they're really charred on the outside, but yum, juicy on the inside. So you'll like that idea. And you literally just smash the hamburger meat. You put the ring around it, you smash the hamburger meat and smash and twist, and it comes out. This comes right off of the hamburger meat that way. And then seal them up and freeze them, and they're ready to go. There's lots of other does for this. You can use this for a pineapple ring and a little bit of a 1/4 cup of orange jello, and then cottage and form it in this, and then flip it out on a piece of lettuce and cottage cheese on top, and a little cherry tomato on top. It makes a really cute salad too. So these are fun to have in your home. Then we have, oh my goodness, my favorite product in my kitchen is my modular mates, because I love food organization. So if you love clean, fresh, dry, germ-free food, you're gonna love the Modulate line. We call it Legos for Ladies because it's so practical to use in your kitchen all the time. You'll see this is a rack, but it's level 1. I have it turned around wrong. Level 1. This is an oval and it is level 2. This is another rack and it is level 3. And then this one is a rack and it is level 4. If I put the 1 on top of the 3, it's the exact same height as the 4. Oh, it says brown sugar on both sides. Cool. And if I put 2 2s on top of the 2, you can see they're the same height as the level 4. So they modularize in any pantry, in any cupboard that you want to put them in. They are going to keep your food fresher longer for you. I love the big one for all my soda crackers. I actually use this great big one and put my soda cracker sleeves in here, my Ritz cracker sleeves in here, and my graham cracker sleeves in here. And they all fit for me perfectly. And when I'm ready for a cracker, I can pull it down and they're always fresh. Brown sugar is perfect in here because you can scoop and pat and make your mess inside of there. The big one, I have this one for flour, but oh, by the way, this is the perfect size for Oreo cookies as well. Very practical for grabbing snacks out of here. It's a perfect size for the bag of the pretzels and the small bags of snack crackers. So you'll love that. But this one is really good, and this is really good for the big bags of chips. And whether the Doritos or whether you have the barbecue chips, the fresh chips, and the kettle chips, and all the different chips, keep them fresh. You won't throw them away. I hate it when I have to throw away half a bag of anything. So everything in my house goes into Margarinates. I have almonds in here. This is also really good for powdered sugar. It's really good for rice. These are great because they pour. If you have Bisquick, I have almonds in this one. This is probably my favorite size. I use a ton of these in my kitchen. And then a square too. Now this has got my oatmeal in here, my little instant oatmeal packages. This also works perfectly for sugar. So I have another one in my pantry for sugar. So whether you're doing your system of your snack system or your baking system or your practical, gotta have my oyster cracker system, all of this is so wonderful. And it's on sale, like a lot, all right? Normally 120 some and it's 80 some. So it's a really, really good time to buy. Now, out of the vault and not always with us is this line. This is called Freshing Pool. And they are designed really easy to hold on to. So they're easy to grab and easy to hold. And they are for the refrigerator. So whatever you put in your refrigerator, whether it be the cottage cheese, or the leftover fruit cocktail, anything like that. These are really practical for the refrigerator, and they come in different sets. And so you can buy the big set. I like these big ones for hoagies and sandwiches and lunch meat. Very practical for that. These are perfect for a little bit of leftover that you want to put away in the refrigerator. This is a really nice size for lots of cheeses. If you're buying bag cheeses and stuff like that, you want to cube them yourself. They're good to store in here. This is a full set, and you have the 1, the 2, and the 3 size. You can see how they graduate in size, and it's a full set. And the seals on this shape, I call it the eyeball shape. The seals on the squares, they do interchange. So all of these seals would interchange, and then of course you can easily tell that these seals interchange as well. So it's a great time to buy and get on some great deals. Take it away, Ellen.
Awesome. Sorry. I'm like, oh, wait, that's me. All right. How great was all of that? Can't you imagine being able to use that stack cooker on those busy nights when, either you get home from work late or the kids have a busy night, all of that kind of good stuff. Or maybe just the time gets away from you, or maybe you're just out having fun, but you want to come home and have a fresh cooked meal. That stack cooker is definitely a game changer. And the fact that you can right now get it for free when you host a qualifying party, I mean, you just can't beat that. So, so just imagine how much time and energy that'll save you in your kitchen being able to do that. So awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure to connect with whoever shared this video with you. So reach out to your champion consultant, and they will get you any questions that you have. They can answer those for you. If you're interested in learning more about the sales or staying up to date on that stuff, make sure to continue to connect with them. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and we will see you again next week. All right, bye.